And tonight, we remember the life and legacy of Kobe Bryant and join the Los Angeles Lakers, the Buss family, and the entire basketball world in mourning his passing.
Mamba forever. Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 moments of Kobe Bryant's career.
Kobe's a great player. It's really an honor to be here now at this moment to see history.
For this list, we're remembering the greatest plays and accomplishments of NBA superstar Kobe Bryant. Number 10, getting drafted.
With the 13th pick in the 1996 NBA Draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Kobe Bryant from Lower Merion High School in Pennsylvania.
Although he played his entire 20-season career with the Los Angeles Lakers, Kobe Bryant was originally drafted right out of high school by the Charlotte Hornets, competing with the big boys from day one. There are several versions of how Kobe ended up in LA. While some reports mentioned he refused to play for the team and requested a trade, others suggest that Los Angeles was pulling the strings and instructed the Hornets to do so to acquire center Vlade Divac.
Jerry West told me today that greatness lies ahead for this young man. Thought he was going to be absolutely fantastic. I recruited him out of high school, and certainly I believe everything he said in this man's ability.
The truth of the matter probably lies somewhere in the middle, but one thing's for sure, the Lakers won the trade by a mile.
Well, here's a copy of The Sting, the official book of the Charlotte Hornets, with your new coach, Dave Cowens, on the cover. Do your homework before you show up at the Hive.
Thank you very much. I'll make sure I will.
Number 9, surpassing Michael Jordan on the all-time scoring list. Prior to a game against the Minnesota Timberwolves, Bryant had accumulated 32,284 points and needed 9 points to surpass Michael Jordan for the third spot on the NBA's all-time scoring list. Despite missing 4 of his first 5 shots, there was little doubt Bryant would make history that night.
Just 1 point away from matching Michael Jordan for third all-time, and now a single free throw away from becoming the NBA's third all-time leading scorer.
He eventually accomplished the feat by hitting 2 free throws in the second quarter, earning a standing ovation from the Target Center crowd.
He deserves everything he gets, and I think it's really classy for the Minnesota Timberwolves to stop the game and allow him to have this moment that he so richly deserves.
Scoring a total of 26 points and leading the Lakers to a 194 victory, Kobe showed that at the age of 36, he still had some gas left in the tank. And Bryant lived to see the next generation succeed. On January 25, 2020, the day before he lost his life in a helicopter crash, he was surpassed by LeBron James. Number 8, becoming the cornerstone of the Los Angeles Lakers.
Welcome to the Kobe Show. Take 2.
During the Lakers' heyday in the early 2000s, the stars of the team were center Shaquille O'Neal and shooting guard Kobe Bryant. Despite their success together on the court, however, Diesel and Mamba had a tumultuous relationship over the years. This, along with several disagreements with the Lakers front office, prompted O'Neal to request a trade. His wish came true, and he was shipped off to the Miami Heat.
I knew it was going to be a change because I've been around long enough to know how stuff was going to go. I wasn't born yesterday.
Bryant was having his own share of issues at the time, whether it was clashes with Lakers management or the sexual assault case looming over him. In the end, the Lakers gave Bryant the chance to show he could learn from his mistakes, signing him to a 7-year contract. The signing signaled it was Bryant's team now, and that he was the face of the franchise.
Here we go again. Bryant against McGrady. Kobe with a spectacular tear.
Number 7, scoring 12 three-pointers in one game.
Well, Dennis Scott, if you're watching somewhere, your record is in big-time jeopardy. He's got 10.
Over the course of his career, Kobe Bryant made a habit of breaking records, and this game was no different. Sure, he ended the night with a respectable 45 points, but what made this performance even more jaw-dropping was the fact that Bryant was shooting three-pointers all night long, at one point dropping 9 in a row.
Wide open again. 9 in a row! I can't believe what I'm seeing!
Finishing with a total of 12, he broke Dennis Scott's record for most three-pointers in a game, set in 1996 at 11. Although the record was eventually tied and broken, it was another unforgettable performance by the Black Mamba.
All by himself.
Kobe studies the Kobe Jackson NBA record!
Number 6, scoring 50 points for the first time.
Back to Kobe. His first shot's a 20-foot right-hander. That's good. You know it would be.
Scoring at least 50 points in a game was nothing new for Kobe Bryant, but we will never forget the first time he did it. Playing against the Golden State Warriors, Bryant went on to shoot 18 of his 35 shots while adding 8 assists.
Bounced around the middle of Kobe in the air, 8-foot jumper, good. The kid's automatic.
He went went on to score a total of 51 points in the 51 minutes he played.
Kobe dribbling in deep. Stop. 15-footer, that's good. Kobe scores it, and the Lakers are down by just 2. Now you got to have a stop. And is that Kobe something? That gives him 51 points. First time he's ever been to the 50 mark.
Although the Lakers lost in overtime, the game gave everyone a glimpse of Bryant's ability to be a game changer. And it wasn't a fluke. In 2007, Kobe went on a 4-game streak scoring at least 50 points in each, and ended up finishing his career with the 3rd most 50-point games, behind only Wilt Chamberlain and Michael Jordan.
Kobe has 48. Kobe has 50. He's done it. 4 straight games, 50 or more points. Only the 2nd player in NBA history to ever accomplish that.
Number 5, winning the NBA MVP award. Kobe Bryant had been regarded by many of his peers as the most talented player in the NBA for quite some time. After several years of dominance, championships, and other accolades, Kobe Bryant was finally awarded the league's Most Valuable Player award in 2008. That season, Bryant averaged 28.3 points, 6.3 rebounds, 5.4 assists, and 1.84 steals while playing all 82 games, and leading the Lakers to a 57-25 record, the best in the Western Conference. To top it all off, he did it all with an injured finger. Despite being long overdue, the MVP title was another accomplishment in the bag for Bryant, and it came just a few months before Kobe earned his first Olympic gold medal for the United States. What a year. Number 4, 60-point career finale.
The other forward for the final time, number 24 on the floor, 6'6", Lower Merion High School, 5-time world champion, Kobe Bryant.
Bryant faced several setbacks during the latter part of his career. Injuries, including a severe Achilles tendon tear, and a few seasons without a playoff appearance led many critics to wonder if Kobe was the same player that once dominated the NBA. Ultimately, Bryant announced his plan to retire after the 2015-2016 season. But luckily, he ended his career with a bang. Playing his last game at the Staples Center against the Utah Jazz, Bryant gave fans vintage Kobe, in part due to a Shaq challenge to score 50 points in his final outing.
Look at Kobe. Give me the ball. Feeling it. Firing. Oh, got them all! This is like old times now.
After trailing for the majority of the game, Bryant led a comeback, scoring a total of 60 points and delivering a performance that could only be described as textbook Mamba. It was a perfect ending to an illustrious playing career, and the beginning of Kobe's impressively diverse post-play period.
What can I say? Mamba out.
Number 3, back-to-back Finals MVPs. After losing to the Boston Celtics in the Finals in 2008, and with many wondering if the Lakers could win a title without Shaquille O'Neal, Bryant had something to prove.
All year long for it, man. Shaq the man, the most dominant player in the world.
And boy did he do just that during the 2009 Finals against the Orlando Magic. In Game 1, Bryant scored 40 points, setting the tone for the series.
Bryant reaches right on top of him. He throws it down. Mark, you saw Kobe Bryant yesterday. He is as serious as we've seen him all season right now. Well, you take a look at Kobe Bryant, certain times he just has that look. And right now he understands it's business time.
The Lakers went on to win in 5 games, and Kobe nabbed his first Finals MVP award. A year later, Bryant and the Lakers once again made it to the Finals, this time against the rival Celtics.
Celtics gonna find offense right now. Bryant on the pull-up, puts it in! 4-point Laker lead.
It was a back-and-forth series with strong play from Bryant, but it was in Game 7 where he truly came in the clutch, scoring 23 points and leading the Lakers to an 83-79 win, securing Kobe's 5th title and 2nd Finals MVP award. Number 2, completing the three-peat. With 2 consecutive NBA titles under his belt, expectations were high for Bryant and the Lakers to win it all in 2002. The team basically coasted through the first 2 rounds of the playoffs until the only thing standing in the way of a ticket to the finals was the Sacramento Kings. Bryant led the Lakers in scoring during 3 of the first 5 games, but they were still down 3-2 in the series.
Points. Bryant around Christie. Oh, facial so good.
Alongside teammate Shaquille O'Neal, however, Kobe and the Lakers went on to win the next 2 games, advancing to the finals and easily sweeping the New Jersey Nets to complete the three-peat. Although Shaq overshadowed Bryant in terms of performance during this series and the previous 2 finals to win the finals MVP, Bryant had shown he was just as clutch as O'Neal.
Kobe Bryant coming up big in the 4th quarter.
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
A 1-point game. Walton can tip it. Bryant with the save. Oh, you got to get a shot here. Final seconds. Bryant for the win. Bang! Fisher, nice rotation of Bryant. Buckle up for Kobe Bryant! Kobe Bryant just sucked the gravity out of the target center.
Number 1, the 81-point game. Laker fans probably expected an ordinary game at the Staples Center, but this home game against the Toronto Raptors was anything but. Bryant went off and scored 81 points, the 2nd highest single-game total in NBA history, and the most ever by a Los Angeles Laker.
Kobe pump fake for 2. Kobe's got the Laker record.
Looking like he was straight out of a video game, Bryant succeeded mostly through jump shots and three-pointers, going 28 for 46 from the field and 18 for 20 from the line.
This would be 18 for 20 from the line and an 81-point game. 55 in the 2nd half.
This incredible night was inevitable for Kobe, who'd scored 62 points in just 3 quarters barely a month before, and declined to finish that game because he knew he'd get another chance soon.
And listen to this crowd for number 8, Kobe Bryant.
That same season, Bryant led the league in average points per game with 35.4, and the 81-point performance became the highlight that summed up his stellar year and his stellar playing career.
And that'll do it. And we're certainly happy that everyone was here in person to see it, and we certainly hope you enjoyed it wherever you were tonight, as Kobe Bryant, 81 points.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojo, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.